I feel that the best way to understand what acting is to look at a critical mistake that most actors and directors make. A mistake we make because we misunderstand which part of the character actually comes from the acting. Imagine that we have a story of a nice neighborhood.
I mean, I saw this car down the street with the smashed windows. Whose is that?
That's mine.
Really?
Yeah, it's a loaner. My car's in the shop right now.
Well, you really should get a better loaner. That thing is attracting the wrong kind of people.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
But there have been some murders. One by one, neighbors are being killed off. We know who the murderer is because we've seen him do it. He's a psychopath who's moved into the neighborhood and nobody suspects him. So now it's poker night and the actor playing the murderer has a choice. He could play the story literally and look all suspect and murdery. Or he could play it all outgoing and caring, making sure everybody has a fresh beer and feels good. The actor here is changing what we call his active idea, what's on his mind. Active ideas are things like what he wants and how he's going to get it and how he sees other people. They're the thoughts that create his behavior. Active ideas are the meat and potatoes of acting. It's what you do when you act, and it's the stuff you say when you direct. You already know a lot of active ideas, for example, playing an active verb like to defy.
Come on, details. Did you make out? Maybe.
Another active idea could be having a destination that her abusive husband is going to beat her if she comes home late.
I was wondering if it's not too forward. If you're not doing anything later, do you want to go somewhere?
Actually, I don't know. I kind of have to be somewhere something bad would happen, so.
Something bad? Are you fighting crime by night?
In a way.
Active ideas are the main point of control for an acting performance, so we're spending a lot of time on them. But there's something else going on because the script is also creating a character. It comes from what we know about him, what we've seen him do, and it's with us in the current scene. He's not playing a murderer because the story is already doing that part for him. He's trying to make them believe that he's a nice guy. So the story character obviously has a huge influence on the character, but it's almost invisible to us while we're shooting, and that's part of the problem we'll be getting at. A smart actor understands that anything he plays in this scene will be understood against the backdrop of the story character.
What are you doing back here?
Oh, hi, Elaine. How's it going? Is your cable out? I'm not getting any signal, and the cable company says that there's a technician strike.
Yeah, I think it just went out. Actually, can you check it? It's in the living room.
I'd be happy to.
So in this moment, all he has to do is be concerned that her cable is out. Except that we've seen him cut the cable and kill other people. Which adds meaning that doesn't come from his acting right now and that the actor doesn't have to do anything to make happen. And if he tried to show it anyway, it would actually be too much.
I'd be happy to.
I use the term story character broadly because it's really everything around the acting that tells us something about the character but isn't technically acting. Obviously, the script is huge. If the character in the script is a kleptomaniac, no matter how you act it, he's going to come out a kleptomaniac. That should give us some peace because the script is already doing all the heavy lifting. Camera work or lighting also creates story character. Or music. Editing has a profound impact on the character because by, for example, delaying a response to a question, we can imply that he's holding back the truth.
What is the name of your witness?
Brian. Something.
Paul Bryan?
Yes.
But you have this information from us.
Costume and props and production design also create a lot of character.
I don't know. I kind of have to be somewhere. Or something bad might happen.
Look at the same acting with a different costume.
I don't know. I kind of have to be somewhere.
A dirty shirt or messed up hair or the makeup say a lot about the character that didn't come from the acting at all. Back in the days, actors would control their own makeup and costume exactly because it's part of the total character. Nowadays, it's almost a team effort. But if actors want to control their costume, we should let them because it means that they understand the story character.